Gay Nutcracker. Complete with a rainbow hat, a trans flag. Full price, $12, but right now it's on sale for $8. Target also sells Santa ornaments, but Target Santa is in a wheelchair and is black.
It doesn't make sense. You have to ask yourself, why do they keep pushing this? Who are they trying to appeal to? Because despite what the media portrays or how politicians are voting, this doesn't represent the overwhelming majority of how this country, really how the world, feels on this issue. I think majority of people, parents especially, they can acknowledge that gay Nutcracker and black disabled Santa has gone way too far.
To the privileged, equality and representation feels like oppression. Disabled Santa is not taking away white, able-bodied Santa from anyone. A gay Nutcracker is not taking away white, straight Nutcracker from anybody. The privileged are the only ones who are offended by representation and equality for others. These are the same people that were complaining that the mermaid is black. Same exact people.
What the hell is going on at Target? Look at this. So here's the thing. Target has a track record. We saw it was just earlier this year during Pride Month, one of the 7 deadly sins, in a month where we have a bunch of naked gay men smacking each other on the ass in public in front of the little kids. But that's a different story. Target is all in. So Target initially balked. They initially backtracked. They backpedaled. I did a video about that some months ago where Target backpedaled after selling gay clothing for little children. They had pride onesies. Now my question is, I thought pride, gay, all that crap, I thought that was related to sex. Isn't being gay a reference to who a person or what type of person someone prefers to have sex with? So why do we have pride onesies? Are you appealing to pedos? Here they are again. After selling pride onesies and one-piece swimsuits for little boys where they had slots where they can tuck themselves. But here they go again. All about this pride stuff. So Target is appealing to a very specific demographic, and I think it's an idiotic move. So they want to make money from everybody, but by doing this, they alienated a large portion of the customer base, something that Bud Light did, something that Target clearly didn't learn from. And there's people to this day, including me, I wouldn't step foot in Target because of this. Because not only were they selling stuff like this, they were also selling clothing for little kids with demonic emblems on it. And they got a lot of pushback for that too. So they've taken a Nutcracker. These people have no creativity. They take things that people traditionally like for decades, for centuries. People have liked these things. Target and these companies that Target does business with, they take these things and they just make them gay. You can't create your own characters. You can't create your own gay Christmas characters. Or why even use Christmas? You can't create your own holiday or special day, gay day, and sell your products then. And I think this is all intentional because what the Democrat Party, what the DNC wants to do, what these LGBT elemental P want to do, part of their agenda is to flip society on its head, to take cultural norms, twist them, put some type of gayness on them, some type of demonic emblems on them, and throw them in your face. That's why when you see somebody like Dylan Mulvaney, for example, what I heard a lot of people say when they look at the Bud Light can and the Bud Light commercial is, why couldn't they hire a pretty trans person? Because they don't want to. They don't want to have one of these trans people who actually can deceive you and actually looks like a woman to be the person. Like the swimmer, Leah Thomas. They don't want one that actually looks like a woman. They don't want to put them up front. They want to take one that is clearly a man dressed like a woman and throw them in your face. They want to say, look at this. We got a man, and you know as a man, you know it's just some big brute with a dress and makeup on. And we're going to throw it in your face because we want to destroy cultural norms. We want to turn your society upside down by poisoning the minds of your young people. So you go to Target, you go shopping, Christmas shopping with your little children. They want to normalize this. Your little children got to deal with these freaks at school. They watch Blue's Clues and other cartoons. They got to deal with these woke activist freaks. They go Christmas shopping. Here it is again. They're trying to infiltrate the minds of the youth. Normalize this. And in 20, 30 years, it's just going to be gay people everywhere. And their twisted demonic ideology, which ultimately comes down to chopping penises off of little boys and giving mastectomies and hysterectomies to little girls. That's what it ultimately comes down to. Is going to be a cultural norm. They want to completely gut the norm of American society and fill it with demonic ideology. And this lady on the video is talking about, well, I don't know why y'all are crying. I don't know why y'all have a problem with this. This doesn't take away from the straight Nutcracker or the white Santa. Let's take a look at the black disabled Santa. She said it doesn't take away. But here's the thing. These people push these things, like the Little Mermaid, as she mentioned, and like woke Snow White, which is coming out, and like this feminist Marvels movie, the Marvels movie. They push out their woke ideology, and then it craters financially, and then they bitch and cry. Oh, well, why didn't y'all come and spend money with us? For example, with all the feminists, they try to push all this feminist nonsense, all this feminist ideology. They talk about men are so terrible with the Marvels. Nobody went to see the Marvel, biggest bomb in MCU history. And then they said, well, it's the men's fault. It's the sexist fault. These men are sexist, and the white men, they're racist because we had women of color, whatever the hell that even mean. Colored women? Just say women of color, colored women. We had colored women in our movie. So they're racist and they're sexist because they, oh, wait. I thought a female superhero movie didn't take away from the men's superhero movie. So you said you want to carve out your own niche, feminist superheroes or gay Nutcracker, and people who don't agree with it should just shut up about it and don't buy it. But then when the people who don't like it don't buy it, they got a problem. So when people don't go buy this, you're going to say, oh, that's because you're homophobic. You just hate gay people. You're into trans. That's why you don't like this. Or you're right. You don't want disabled Santa Claus in your house. You must be racist. So when you go to the mall and have your kid take pictures with Santa Claus, it better be a Santa Claus sitting on a wheelchair. Because if you have the traditional white Santa Claus and your kid, you post that picture, oh man, they're going to come for you. They're going to label you a racist. Why are you taking pictures with a white Santa Claus? Don't you know that Santa Claus is black and disabled? So they're trying to twist cultural norms, trying to make people feel guilty, make people feel bad about being labeled a racist, a sexist, a homophobe, whatever, in order to force this ideology on their children. But it's not going to work out. I just want to know how many of these are still going to be sitting on the shelves on sale. And I know, because Target did it in the South during Pride Month, I know that Target is going to sell this and put it up front in certain locations. Because when they were selling those swimming suits, tuck-friendly swimsuits for little boys, in the South, they had to pull them in the back of the store. In a lot of stores, they had to pull them out altogether. See, they get away with this crap in California and New York because those states are filled with a bunch of liberals who actually agree with this crap. But they can sell it in certain places. And a lot of people who agree with it, they're just going to give Target a pat on the back saying, you go, this is great, this is awesome. They're not going to buy it either. So you try to appeal to a bunch of woke actors for free. Half of them are broke, and the other half are not going to buy your product. So you're wasting your time, and you're just making yourself look terrible. We see this everywhere, like in the comic book industry too. There's this guy, he was tired of all these superheroes being strong and white, some of them black, strong male leads. So he said, you know what? I need a gay superhero. So instead of actually doing what some of these companies do, try to turn Superman and Batman gay, he actually created his own gay superhero comic book. Nobody bought that. This man was on Twitter crying and bitching, saying people are homophobic for not buying his comic book. So that same thing is going to happen here. Hey, before you go, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Thank you for watching.